Yes, go ahead, Corey.
Okay, so what did we decide to call it? I think we decided to call it what did we decide to call that?
Expansion pass,
Right.
right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so for each of our individual shows, like our console specific shows, we're going to do a YouTube only segment. And for Arsenal X, we're doing Expansion Pass with an X.
Your Arsenal exclusive.
So basically, what we
Yes.
want to do is each week, maybe something in the news, maybe something kind of random, whatever. But it's going to be like a 20, maybe like 15 to 30 minute discussion on something that's happening or something that's on our mind, or and it's going to be specific to our YouTube page. So if you want to subscribe to the Nerds Gone Rogue YouTube page, go over there. I don't know if we're going to start it this week, but we're definitely going to have one after Thanksgiving, because we want more content for our YouTube page, and we thought that would be a cool idea to have like an after show type thing for the YouTube page. So if you want to go over there, they're going to start coming out for each of our individual shows. I've already talked to the Nerds Gone Platinum guys, and Ed and I are going to do it for Pow Block. So the
Woohoo!
Arsenal X extra content is going to be called Expansion Pass from Arsenal X. So pretty excited. Pretty much we're just going to like record a little segment after we record the regular podcast and see how it goes. I'm pretty excited. I think it's a cool idea. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's gives us a chance to do more, talk about other stuff, things that maybe we feel like, just don't necessarily fit in with games, but it's still something that's important, like you said. And
Yeah.
that'll be kind of nice.
The idea came to us after last week's episode. We ran a little long, but that's because we were talking about the Star Wars and the Disney stuff and the stuff that's going on with Battlefront, and we usually run over a little bit on our podcast. A lot of podcasts run about an hour. Most of our podcasts run at about 90 minutes, but we ran almost 2 hours last week, a little over 2 hours last week, and that idea came to me because a lot of people don't really listen past the 90-minute mark. It's not like our notice. It's just a thing for podcasts. A lot of people like that hour and a half type show. Some places get away with it, like Game Informer gets away with it and Giant Bomb gets away with it, but they split theirs up into different segments to they do games, like a big section on games, and they usually have some kind of cool interview in there, or Giant Bomb makes a living off their 3-hour podcast. So that's a special breed of people. I like that because sometimes in the morning when I'm at work, I work for 4 hours by myself before anybody gets there. So I like to have the long podcast, but some people drive 20, 30 minutes in their car, and that's when they listen to their podcasts, or whatever. So I thought it'd be cool to shorten up the show a little bit. We would just have that YouTube segment that, we really dig into a topic that we feel really passionate about. So, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah. So everybody, please get excited for our expansion pass. But we're going to get into the show. I'm going to start with you, Corey. I don't know if you want to talk about a certain company.
Okay, so
yet.
Yes, before we get into what we've been playing, I'm sorry. There's a lot of things to cover. I know that, but I'm really having an issue with PlayStation right now, and they finally responded to me, and their customer service is awful, dude. Okay, so I went on there, what happened to me was not a big deal, except for the fact that it's almost Christmas time, and a lot of PlayStation Plus cards go on sale, and I was kind of waiting to I was gonna buy a month of PlayStation Plus to hold me over to Christmas because mine expired today, right? So I get a notification about an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago, that PlayStation charged my checking account $64.04, which is the tax here, $59.99 plus tax, for 1 year of PlayStation Plus.
Really?
And I'm like, I didn't approve that. So I went to the website. Pretty standard thing. It says, would you like a refund? Yes, I would. So it takes me to this thing. You scroll all the way down. It's like, what's your problem? And you go through this list of problems. And they responded to me on Twitter, by the way. So I went on there, and it says, for a quick response, go to Ask PlayStation on Twitter. I'm like, that's a terrible way to handle customer service, but okay. So I go there, and they have live chat, but it's only during the week from like, the hours that, normal people are at work. So I decided to ask Twitter. And so I did. I get an automated response. And, I go to this form that they tell me to fill out, and they just sent me the, how is your experience form that, like, how is your agent? Was your agent professional? I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody. I just followed the steps on your website. And guess what? I haven't talked to anybody yet. So I tweeted at them and said, hey, PlayStation, I would just like a refund for an unapproved purchase. And so they sent me another thing that said, in order to better assist you with a particular issue, we recommend that you contact us directly through live customer support. Dude, it's 11:30 at night on a Sunday. There's no live customer support. If your account is from North America, which it is, they sent me a short link. Dude, it takes me right back to store.playstation.com/accounts to the same page I went to where it told me to go to Twitter to ask PlayStation. So I tweeted them again. I said, look, your website and Twitter thing is just running me in circles. I just want a refund for my unapproved purchase. And so they direct message me again. It says, which country did you choose to set up your PSN account? And I said North America, United States. So I'm waiting for a response, but I feel like I think I'm talking to a real person right now on Twitter direct message. I'm quite unsure about that at the moment, but the fact that like they're running me in circles around on this website is like, come on, dude, come on.
A mess.
Come on. Like, and they do this because like 90% of the people are just going to give up because they're just, but like, look, I have Christmas shopping to do. I have gifts to buy. I have, things to do. I have bills to pay. I have gas to purchase. So like, I don't make a lot of money, dude. I like, we save some money, but we kind of base our bills and what we do from paycheck to paycheck. It's like I don't have time to be messing around with PlayStation on Twitter because not everybody makes like 5-6 figures and has like a balanced bank account, to where they can say, oh, $60 is fine. $60 is a lot of money.
And they should have emailed you a heads up.
I know.
Because
well, they emailed me like 60 days ago and said that your PlayStation Plus account expires in 60 days, but it didn't say anything about an auto renewal. So like,
well, I think that happens when this even happens on Xbox One though. But for some unknown reasons, like when you sign up, when you like input your credit card number, your debit card number, and it's like registered for some unknown reason, it's just like, okay, it's set automatically to auto renewal, and it's just like, well, there's no option to not have that.
Well, I think there is, but you just gotta, like on Xbox One, if you go into your subscriptions, you can I think turn it on and off in there, and your actual subscriptions menu.
Honestly, I think the auto renewal is turned on automatically, but
for that,
They should extend you more email reminders, because
Microsoft sends me one every 90 days before it expires, 60 days, 30 days, and 1 week before it expires.
Yes.
I got one from PlayStation. I went through my emails and checked, and it was like, "Oh, yours expires in 60 days." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm trying to wait."
And at that point in time, you forget that you don't to take your credit card out because there might be some games or something for a flash sale. And you
Yeah,
might
and
be like, well, I don't want to buy points or buy cards and stuff to be buying it because you already got your credit card in.
yeah, and this is why like I don't have my credit card or my debit card or anything on my consoles is because like of stuff like this. But when I replaced my PlayStation 4 with a PlayStation 4 Pro because my PlayStation died, I had to have to switch it to my primary PlayStation, I had to have a documented pay thing, like a credit card linked to the PlayStation to prove that it's a primary PlayStation, which is weird. Like I don't remember ever having to do that, but they told me I had to do that, so like that's what I did. And then when I went to remove it, they said I had to keep it on file for it to be like to access the store in my PlayStation Plus games.
But that's stupid. I
Yeah.
mean,
And it was like it's like a really weird system that I know Microsoft doesn't have. Like I don't know, man. I'm just having a really tough time with PlayStation customer service. It's like really stressing me out. So,
PlayStation, get your stuff together.
I mean, their network is not like known for their great customer service or their great reliability, but at the same time, it's like I just want a refund for my thing I didn't approve for purchase.
Yeah, especially when PlayStation's the only thing making them money.
Yeah.
You might want to try to deal with those people that have issues.
So, like, if they don't do anything for me tonight, which I'm just going to keep bugging them. Okay, they just responded to me again. Thanks for that info. You can chat with us here. Chat is available Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific time. You could, and then they gave me a phone number, but it's also only available Monday through Friday. I'm like, then.
So basically, any way you have to talk to a representative. There's no way that it could refund you.
Well, looks like I'm gonna have a fun chat before Pow Block recording tomorrow, Edward. We're gonna continue.
If I
this
remember
conversation
correctly,
there.
I think Xbox's service actually is 24 hours a day.
It
They have a
is.
chat service.
It's the 1-800.
So why doesn't
Xbox or something?
PlayStation have that?
Because it's
PlayStation.
Sony.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Well, that's just dumb. If you are running a service for something like that that's constantly being used every hours of the day, you'd think it would only be, just basic, knowledge that you'd want to have someone that can help people at all hours of the day.
I think Nintendo is even 24 hours. And Nintendo, they don't take no time.
You know what? This might be the first expansion pass topic. This, like, honestly, I think I'm gonna cut this out of the podcast and make it the first expansion pass.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Welcome everybody to our first expansion pass. Yay!
Yay.
No, I'm just like, Nintendo is so good about customer service, and Amazon is so good about customer service, and Microsoft. Why can't PlayStation figure anything out? Everything, like, it's the same. It's the same thing that
Because Corey,
it's
when
like
you're
working,
the number,
it's like
when
working and doing this stuff on a Mac, which is the only reason why I bought a Windows computer, was to do this stuff. But like, having OBS on a Mac and all the workarounds and everything is such a pain in the butt. And it's like, I love Apple products. Like, that's like what I use primarily for design stuff and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like, everything you try to do is like 3, 4, 5, 6 extra steps on an Apple computer when it comes to the podcasting or our Let's Plays or, everything else. It's just like, I'm a simple man, Edward. I'm simple, man. I just like to plug things in and work. I just want it to work, you know.
Yes, that is true.
I just want to like type something in a computer and have it work, or I want to text some chat and have it work. And it's like, why don't things just work when you need them to?
Because it's technology. And with Sony, when you're the number one leading platform, you don't have to worry about stuff like this.
I know, that's why I always tell people like that, you know, if you know, the way that Xbox is kind of going with things and the way that Sony is going with things, I said, if you know, if it takes Xbox to be second place to be doing, you know, trying to do things and improve things all the time, then I kind of wouldn't mind if they stay in second place all the time. That's fine with me. If they're constantly in a state of having to please their fans. Because once you know, like once you get into that number one spot, it seems like that's always the case. Is people, they just stop caring about things as much because they don't have to try anymore.
Right, pretty much. Even when Nintendo was at number one, they still worked hard and still was trying to and still did what they had to do to stay in that position. Sony, not so much.
So. I'm just annoyed because it's $64. I was planning on using somewhere else, you know, and now I just I just can't use it now. Like
I'm shocked that they even charge you tax.
Oh yeah, dude, they charge you tax on everything on PlayStation. At least here they do. In Ohio they do.
Yeah, they don't here.
But I mean, like, it honestly, it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
it's just annoying that this happened and like, whatever. It's a first world problem. I get it.
This is the weird thing. Why can't they send you a notification on the PlayStation 4 itself? They do it
because my PlayStation's been in my backpack for 2 weeks and not plugged in.
I mean, even if that happens, notifications always kind of like drop right by your friends lineup. Like it shows you like, hey, you got one notification. And you should be able to go on it, click it, and be like, hey, you have 30 days before your PlayStation Plus expires. Would you like to renew? Like they have that. They should have that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. PlayStation frustrates me on so many levels, and it's just like, I don't know, man. Like the PlayStation 4 is a nice piece of hardware, and like I like how things just kind of work on there. Like your games are right there, everything. It's like a little bit more complicated than the Switch's UI, but like in general, everything is kind of like where you need it, and it works and stuff. The store still runs kind of crappy, but like, whatever. The PlayStation Network is not like. It's not efficient, but
it's jank.
Yeah, it's jank. It works, but it's jank. You know, it's like the Walmart version of Xbox Live. You know, it's like it works.
That's some poor jank.
it works and it's there, but like I wouldn't recommend it unless you need it. You know, so. But anyways, that I'm sorry that this had to be the first expansion pass, but like.
And it was live.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's still happening. So maybe through Arsenal X and maybe PAL Block, you'll need to catch up if you're listening because we're recording Arsenal X before PAL Block. But it's just like, man. And now they're not even responding to me. I said, but I need this issue fixed now. And your website keeps telling me to ask PlayStation on Twitter. So I'm still waiting for a response to that one. Their average response time is 7 minutes, so we're sitting at 4 minutes right now, but I'll keep you guys posted as it continues. So
yes. So while you guys, after you check out the expansion pass, you'll be able to see throughout the show what happens to Corey's PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Does he get a refund or not?
Yeah, you'll be able to find expansion pass on Wednesday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I kind of want to keep them a little bit separate from the podcast. Podcast goes up at 10 a.m. So you'll be able to watch it at night when you get home from work or wherever you're going. So
Yes. And so with that, everybody, we'll see you next time on Expansion Pass.
yes. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.